Most bookkeepers think their job is to balance the books. That's why they get stuck. The real job is to show a contractor their numbers and help them get clear on what their numbers are. Until you make that shift, you will continue just be doing data entry for companies, for construction companies, for contractors, and we are far more valuable than that. And so we don't want to just be doing data entry and history bookkeeping. In today's video, we are going to break that down. Before I get started, I just want to let you know there will be some links in the description below. I have a 8-week boot camp coming up. Join as VIP or general admission to the boot camp. Get started in your bookkeeping business with getting clients that are paying you. Now on with our video for today. Welcome to my new beginning series. I have started a new series for November and December. We're going to be getting prepared for 2026 to have our business bustling and booming with clients and helping people and really kickstarting our businesses off. I've spent hours with a client before, and you're going over the profit and loss, and you just get that blank stare. What is she talking about? What is he talking about? I don't understand those numbers. This is confusing. I just recently had a contractor tell me I'm confused about my business. So this is really what we help contractors with and help business owners with. Let's talk about how to turn those numbers into clarity, into confidence, and most importantly, into profits for our clients and for ourselves as well. Our first point today is the number one mistake bookkeepers make in showing a business or a contractor their profit and loss. We can share on screen the profit and loss that QuickBooks gives us quite nicely, go over the categories, and I really like to break down the profit and loss prior to actually getting on a meeting with my clients. I do the meetings once every month, usually before the 10th of the month for the previous month, so we can take a look at all the numbers, but you just don't want to go in there with spreadsheets and just the profit and loss. You want to be able to tell them what story is going on in their business, what their sales are, what their cost of goods are, and then that equals their gross profit. And then when you look at the difference between the gross profit and the sales and the cost of goods, this is going to tell you if your prices are in line or if the contractor's prices are too low, or maybe they're making a surplus of profit, meaning they have some pretty high profit margins. And typically what I do my best to help contractors get to is a 50% gross profit margin. With a 50%, we know that we will have sufficient funds to make a profit, pay for advertising, pay for all of our subscriptions, and even accounting and business consulting as well. Those are some of the top costs that are in for a roofing company, especially in advertising. And it's real easy for contractors to go over with advertising campaigns, depending on how much they're getting back. And what we want to really look at, if we spend $500,000 in ads, what difference was our revenue before that and what was it after that? We're looking at the real revenue, the real profit, what that number really is. So you do want to show your business owner what is your business telling you, what is the story of your business and how can we improve this and how can we get better. If we see any mistakes, that we can right then adjust it, not at the end of the year, but each month as we're going through the profit and loss. So this is quite important here. Now, the shift number two is for us as bookkeepers going from data entry to this storytelling. There's a lot of bookkeepers out there and they do a great job, but they just do historical bookkeeping, and that's everything that's already happened. And so our job as a fractional CFO, and I think it's just as easy to be a fractional CFO as it is to be a bookkeeper. And I think it's far more valuable, and I think it's far more important to be a fractional CFO. You have a great opportunity to help business owners, to help companies. And so that's always the goal, is to be able to help companies improve their profits. That is what they are paying us for, and that's what we will get paid high value for doing. The transactions, the things that have already happened, that's already done with, that's gone. We can look at those numbers to project what's going to happen the next month, but those are just historical numbers, and we can't change any of those numbers, though we can improve those numbers if we're telling the right story to our contractor, to our business owner. And then the third thing is clarity, having confidence in your numbers, having your contractor have confidence in his numbers, that when he goes out to bid on a job, he knows exactly how much he needs to bid on that job. He knows what his prices are. He knows what his gross profit is, that he's getting 50%. If he has to give a small discount, that he can do that. If his prices are too low, then he knows he's going to have to up that price. But we want to give the contractor, the business owner, the confidence, the clarity in his business. And I think the clarity is like a really big thing, because once you see all the numbers, it really takes a lot of stress out of businesses of just having that clarity, because then you know the right decisions to make. If you need to go to the right, if you need to go to the left, how you need to actually run your business based on what your numbers are. And in today's market, I've been using a lot of AI just to help with profit and loss and breaking a lot of these things down. So AI will do a lot of this work for you so that it actually deciphers everything. You can read over it and you can see what applies to your customer, your client, and maybe what, AI was a little bit off on. AI does help you get the breakdown, and if a company is struggling, if they're in debt, you can even get some strategy from AI of how you can clean all of this up. You can attach the profit and loss, and then AI will help break that down for you. I use that, and my roofing contractors, they're also using that. So they have their AI and I have mine, and we just combine it together to come up with the best solution for their company. Those were the 3 points I wanted to cover with you guys today. I do hope that was helpful, and be sure and take a look at any links that I have down below. They're all ways to help you. I've been putting a lot of energy into our 8-week boot camp, thinking about all the courses that I've taken and what the things that have helped me, the things that haven't helped me, and maybe where I got lost in that process. So I have really designed this boot camp, whether you come in as a VIP or whether you come in general admission, that you are definitely going to move forward. You're going to learn things. You're going to get things done. We're going to have activity, and that activity is going to lead to you having a successful business And so that is the most important thing that we're looking at here. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.